morning to the day. Praise God, who each day makes the sun to rise. In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Well, that's done. Now, my gold. Let me open the shrine, that I may see my saint. Oh, welcome to the world's soul and mine. More glad am I to see thy splendour than is the teeming earth to see the longed-for sun peep through the clouds after winter's gloom. Lying here amongst my other hordes, thou shinest like a flame at night. Oh, let me kiss thee with adoration. Oh, and every relic and sacred treasure in this blessed room. Oh, thou art the best of things, far transcending even the joy of friends, family, parents, or any other waking dream on earth. Dear saint, riches. Oh, the dumb soul that can say nothing but make us men do all things. Oh, thou art virtue, honour, fame, and all things else. Who can get thee shall be noble, valiant, honest, wise.
And buy whatever he wants, O master.
Ah, true, my beloved Mosca, but, as you know, I glory more in the cunning acquisition of my wealth than in its glad possession, since I gain it in no common way. I use no trade, no speculation. I bruise no earth with plowshares. I fat no beasts to feed the slaughterhouses. I expose no ships to the furrow-faced sea, nor do I partake in the practice of usury. I would not be so foolhardy as to lend money in the hope of gain.
And moreover, your sweet nature doth know the way the wealthy lords of Venice mistreat their debtors. You would not turn forth fathers of poor families from their beds and coffin them alive in a clasping debtor's prison. For you know the proper use of riches. And in that prison their bones may be forthcoming when the flesh is rotten.
It is true. Yeah, Mosca. Take of my hand. See who that is. It cannot be helped if riches come my way. What should I do but conquer up my genius and live free to all the delights my fortune calls me to? My wealth comes from playing the dying man. I have no wife, children, allies to inherit from me. Whom I choose shall be my heir, and this makes men observe me. This draws new clients daily to my house, who bring me gifts, give me plate, coin, jewels, in the hope that when I die, which they expect each greedy minute, it shall be returned to them tenfold in my will. Some, more devious than the last, seek to undermine my fortune and undermine their rivals, competing with their rivals with gifts that masquerade as true affection. All the which I suffer, and am content to coin them into profit and lead them on, like letting a cherry knock against their lips, pass by their mouths, and back again. Now, Oscar.
I can see that Volpone the advocate is here.
Ah, find out what gift she has brought me. Now, my client's begin their visitations. Vulture, raven, and crow, all my birds of prey that think me turning into a carcass means they can come to feast. Well, they will be sorely disappointed. I am not quite dead yet. What news?
A piece of plate.
Of what bigness?
Huge, massy and antique, with your name inscribed on it and your coat of arms.
Ah, good. Why do you smile so?
Oh, I cannot choose but smile when I apprehend the advocate of what thought she might have whilst waiting outside. And if this might be the last gift that she might give, and you die today and gave her all what she might get tomorrow, she may even be called great and learned advocate.
I long to take possession of my new present. Fetch her in. Now come my feigned cough. My gout, apoplexy, palsy and catarrh. Help my faucet posture. She comes. I hear her. Oh, oh.
You are still the one, madam, who has his favour. Of all the others, only you commands his love. Volpone is here, my lord.
What say you?
Volpone the lawyer is here, my lord.
I thank her.
She has got a marvellous antique plate, which she here presents to you.
Pray her come no more nearer, and that she should come more often.
What says he?
He thanks you and desires you come often.
Bring her nearer. I long to have her near me, weak as I am.
I am sorry to see that you are still so weak.
Oh, that he is not weaker.
You are too munificent.
No, sir, would to heaven I could well as good health to you as to that plate.
You give what you can, and your love shows great care in this. I pray you, come to see me more often. I cannot last long.
Why is there, madam?
Oh, I feel me going. Oh, I am sailing to my port. I am glad I am so near my haven.
Alas, good lady, you must all be going now.
Yes, but pray thee hear me. Am I ascribed his heir for certain?
I do beseech you, lady, that you vouchsafe me a place in your household. When his death ends, my office is here. For all my hopes, my very livelihood depends on your generosity. Do not forget the kindness that I have shown you for the kindness you've offered to my master. Over the years, I've kept your coffers and caskets closed, and I've kept an inventory of all your jewels, monies, and plates. I hope to be your steward, lady, to manage all your goods.
Yes, but am I the sole heir?
Without a public confirmed this morning, the wax is yet warm and the ink is scarce dry upon the parchment.
Oh, happy day! But why did he choose me?
You deserve it. I know no one. Besides, he has often said how he admires your profession, that can speak to every cause, even though they were total contradictions, and yet become lord. And with quick agility, turn and turn, make knots and undo them. Give ambiguous counsel, take gold from both sides, and pocket it for safety. And for his part, he thinks he is blessed that he has an heir who can scarce lie still without a fee, and when every word you let drop is worth a golden sovereign. Who is that? I will not have you seen. I will fashion an excuse. And gentle lady, when you do come to swim in the golden lard, up to your arms in honey, that your chin is borne up stiff with the fatness of the flood, do not forget me, who has not been the worst of servants.
Master, of course.
Be gone, and if you meet anyone, pretend you have been here regarding his will. Put business in your face. Sir, see your Commandery is here.
Excellent, Oscar! Excellent, come, let me kiss thee.
Oh, big to your bed, sir. Commandery is here.
Set the plate aside.
The vulture is gone, and the old raven comes.
Stand there and multiply. Now we shall see a wretch who has come here to hop over his grave. You are very welcome, sir.
Ah, there you are, Master. How does your patron?
Oh, troth, sir, no amends.
What? Mency?
No, sir, he is rather worse.
Oh, good, good. Where is he?
Upon his couch, sir, nearly fallen asleep.
Does he sleep well?
Oh, not a wink, sir, not this night nor yesterday, just slumbers.
Oh, he should take a counsel of physicians. I have an opiate here that will do him well.
He will not hear of drugs.
Why not? I myself stood by whilst it was made. Know all the ingredients and can testify they will but gently work. My life and his, 'tis but to make him sleep.
Aye, my last sleep, if I should take it.
He hath no faith in physic.
What? What do you say?
He hath no faith in physic. He does think the doctors are the greatest danger and worse than the disease itself. I've heard him say that your physician should never be his heir.
What? I'm not his heir?
And not your physician, sir. He says they flay a man before they kill him. And they do it by trying out their medicines on their patients, for which the Lord not only absolves them, but gives them great reward.
How does his appetite? Is that strong on him still?
Oh, most violent. His speech is broken, his eyes are set, and his face is drawn longer than before.
Ah, stronger than before?
No, it's drawn longer than before. His mouth is forever gaping, and his eyelids and a freezing numbness stiffens up his joints and makes the colour of his flesh like lead. His pulse beats slow and dull.
Good symptoms still, yes.
From his brain flows a cold sweat with a continual rheum in the watery corners of his eyes.
It cannot be possible. I'm better already. How does he with the swimming on his head?
Oh, he hath lost all feeling and has ceased to snore. You can hardly perceive that he breathes.
Oh, this is excellent. I'm sure to outlast him by a score of years. Now, has he made his will? What's he given me?
Oh, no, sir.
Nothing?
He has not yet finished making his will, sir.
What was Volpone the lawyer doing here?
Ah, sir, she smelled the carcass, and she came here when she heard that my master was composing his will, which I did urge him to do for your good.
Oh, she came unto him. She?
Oh, yes, and she presented him with a piece of plate.
What? To be his heir?
I don't know.
Well, I have here the bright sovereigns that shall far outweigh her plate.
Marry, sir, this is your true physic. Ah, this sacred medicine will be an elixir to him. This will recover him.
Yes, good, excellent, good.
I think perhaps it was best not, sir. What? To recover him.
Oh, no, that will do that then.
You do yourself a wrong, sir. All will be yours without a rival.
Give me my investment.
No, it will all be yours without a rival, sir.
I don't want that. I want you to make sure that I get that money.
No, I'll tell you all, sir. This fit he shall recover, and on the first sense of his gained senses, he will produce a will, and I will show him this.
Oh,
There is more, and better yet, if you'll hear it.
Follow me.
Now, I would counsel thee to go home with all speed, and when there, I would like you to frame a will whereto you inscribe my master as your sole heir.
What? Does she inherit my son?
Let me explain. This will that you make, send it unto me. Wait when I come to impose upon my master your many cares, your many visits, your gifts, your prayers, and then produce your will where, without any thought or least regard to your true offspring, you have made my master your sole heir. Well, he cannot be so stupid or lacking in gratitude but to make you his sole heir.
His sole heir.
As 'tis true, and you so certain to survive in being so lusty a man.
So I am.
And it is not only only for your good.
Yeah. This is excellent. I'm straight about it. I know thee an honest man.
His knowledge is no better than his ears.
I may have my youth restored to me. Why not?
So your worship is a most precious ass.
What do you say?
I do desire your worship makes haste.
Oh, I know.
I shall burst. Let out my sighs! Let out my sighs!
Contain your flux of laughter, sir.
Oh, but thy playing it and thy working of it, I cannot hold, good rascal. I never saw thee in so rare a humour.
But I just do as I was taught. Follow your grave instructions, give them words, pour perfume into their ears, and send them hence.
True. But let us have further sport with this old man. Send for Benario with his son, and bring him here that he may witness his father's intent to disinherit him and make me his sole heir. Who knows what entertainment we might get from this, or who knows what violence might ensue when youth takes revenge upon old age. Yet, old age is its own punishment. So many cares, so many maladies, death so often defied, yet their legs faint, their senses dull, their hearing, seeing, walking all dead before them, yea, their very teeth, their instruments of eating failing them. And yet this is considered life. No wonder he who has just gone home wants his youth returned to him. Is there now a third?
So, Signor Convino the merchant, to your bed. Is he dead? But as good as he knows no man. What shall I do then? Why, sir? I brought him here a pearl. Oh, perhaps he has some remembrance left in him, sir. He always mentions you. There's nothing but your name in his mouth. Is the pearl of valuable one from the Orient, sir?
Venice was never the owner of the life.
Signor Covino?
He calls you, sir. Step up and give it to him.
How do you do, sir?
Tell him it's fine. He does not understand. His hearing is gone, but it gives him great pleasure to see you. Perhaps show it to him. Put it into his hand. See how he grasps it?
How beautiful his sight is.
Am I his heir? Oh, sir, I am sworn not to tell anyone about the women till he be dead. But Volpone and Commandery have been here, and others too, so many that I cannot remember them all gaping here for legacies. But I took the advantage of naming you. I asked him who he would have as his heir, Covino. Covino, he replied. And to any question that he was silent to, I interpreted the nods he made through his witnesses as consent for you, and sent all the others away, nothing bequeathed to them but to curse and to cry.
My dear Mosca, does he not perceive us?
Oh, no more than a blind harper. He knows no man, no face of friend, nor the name of any servant, nor the person who fed him last or gave him drink, nor those he begot or brought up. Can you remember?
I did not know he had children.
Oh, only bastards. A dozen more or so that he begot from gypsies, blackamoors and beggars when he was drunk.
Oh, that's well. That's well. Are you sure he cannot hear us?
I'm sure, sir. Why, credit you your own sense. Will you close those filthy, streaming eyes of yours that flow with slime like frog pits? Yes, sir.
Your skin is like a crumbling old wall on which the rain falls down in streaks.
Oh, excellent, sir. Speak out. You may be louder yet.
Your breath stinks of horse dung.
Oh, 'tis good.
Your nose is like the common sewer, constantly running.
What about his mouth? Shall we stop it out?
By no means.
Oh, pray let me.
Oh, do as you will, I shall be gone.
Oh, this, it's your presence here that makes him last so long.
I pray you use no violence.
No. Why? Pray, why would you be so scrupulous?
Nay, at your discretion.
Well, be gone.
Might I trouble him now for my purpose?
Oh, what needless care now afflicts you? Is not all here yours? Am I not yours, whom you've made your creature, who owes my very being to you?
Oh, grateful Musca, you are my friend, my fellow, my companion, my partner, and you will share in all of my fortune.
Excepting one,
What's that?
your beautiful wife.
Thou hast outdone thyself.
You were able to get him to leave was to remind me he'd left his young wife alone.
A young wife, say you? Is she so fair that he suspects all men might take possession of her?
You have good reason. Celia is her name. She has so rare a face. Oh, sir, she is a most wondrous blazing star of Italy, with skin as white as a swan all over, and a soft lip that would tempt you to an eternity of kissing, and flesh, melted to the touch, as bright and lovely as your gold.
As my gold? Why had I not known this before?
Sir, I did not discover her myself until yesterday.
How might I see her?
Oh, 'tis not possible. She's kept as warily as is your gold. Never takes the air except to the market. But her looks are as sweet as the first grapes and cherries, and she's watched as closely as they are.
I must see her.
Well, perhaps you go to the piazza in some disguise, and to the market outside Corvino's house, and you'll encounter Celia there.
In some disguise, then, for we must maintain the pretense that I am on my deathbed. So I will be disturbed no more. Before we go out, let me prepare myself with all manner of delights. The Turk is not more sensual in his pleasures than Volpone. See who it is. Let me see. A pearl. Plate. Coin. A good morning's purchase. Why, this is better than robbing churches.
An Englishwoman. A lady politic would be.
Oh, not the English again.
She inquires after your health and whether you'll be visited or no.
No, tell her. Oh,
Signify your patron, I am here.
Lady politic would be patient. I will go now and get your disguise.
don't leave me alone with her. Oh, I do feel an illness is entering now mine ear. Oh, for a charm to fright it hence. The storm comes towards me.
Does the old folk?
Oh, I am troubled with noise. I cannot sleep. I dreamt now that a strange dragon entered now my house, and with the dreadful tempest of her voice did cleave my roof asunder.
Believe me, I had the most fearful dream. Could I remember it?
Oh, not now. I am very ill. Oh, I have given her the occasion how to torment me. She will tell me hers.
Indeed, it was something dreadful.
Oh, no, Lady Woodby, please, no, I am very ill. I suffer. I sweat. Feel how I tremble yet.
Oh, such a palpitation of the heart you have. Seed pearl is good for that. Boiled with syrup of apples, tincture of gold, citron pills, and down with muscadel. You have a good wine in the house?
Will you but drink and part?
Oh, fear not that. I doubt we shall get some English saffron here in Venice. Half a dram would do, 60 living cloves, a little mint, some dried musk.
Before I feigned diseases, now I have
one is music, which, as Plato holds...
Our Italian poets of the present age, who are as old in years as Plato, and as knowing, say that your highest female grace is silence.
Really?
Oh, really, Lady Woodby, I have urgent business to attend to.
I would not dream of keeping you. I must visit you more often. Make you well, laugh, and be lusty.
The spirit of patience, help me.
I remember tending my husband, who was the only man in the whole world with whom I could sympathize. We would lie together some 3 or 4 hours, just to hear me speak.
The sun and the sea would sooner stand still than her eternal tongue.
Indeed, sometimes he'd be so rapt with what I was saying, he would answer me quite off the point, just like you.
Oh, some power, some fortune, some fate, rescue me!
We have spent our lives and loves together for some 6 years. And you are so like him.
Mosca!
I have brought you a little present.
Yes, sir. Rescue me, Mosca. Save me from my perdition. My lady here with the fearful voice. The bells in time of pestilence never made like noise. All my house is steamed up like a bath with her thick breath. For hell's sake, rid her hence!
Has she presented you with a gift?
Oh, I don't care. I'll take her absence at any cost, with any loss.
Here it is. A trifle, I know, but it's a cap of my own making. With a prize such as that, you surely must remember me in your will.
Sir, madam, I forgot. I have just seen your husband where you would little think it.
Well,
Upon the water, rowing, in a gondola, with the most cunning courtesan in Venice.
is it true?
Pursue them and believe your eyes.
Oh, dear Mosca, thank you for thy quick fiction and delivery of me. And now to my hopes. What do you... Oh! I do fear a paroxysm.
Say you, which way did they row?
To the Senate.
Mosca, now to my hopes. Is the disguise ready?
You are to be a man selling false potions in the marketplace.
My hopes, my spirits are revived, and I am alive again, and ready for an encounter!
Gather round, everyone. Come on, gather round. The mountebank, Scouser of Mantua, will be here soon. Sir, you'll buy some of his oils and drugs.
Indeed not. I have heard that mountebanks are quacks, impostors, selling drugs that are worthless, while telling the customer they have a bargain. Besides, I'm here to give a sermon. Out of my way. Let it be known that you are all the fruits of bottle ale and tobacco. The foam of the one and the fumes of the other are testimonies to your depravity. Thirst not after that frothy liquor, ale. For who knows, when he openeth the stopper, what may be in that bottle? Hath not a snail, a spider, yea, a newt been found in there? Thirst not for it, sir, thirst not for it. Neither do thou after that tawny weed tobacco, whose complexion is like the Indian that sells it. And who can tell if before the gathering up and making up thereof, whether the alligator have not pissed on it? Neither the cutting of the perilous plant, nor the drying of it, nor the lighting or burning can any way assuage the creeping venom of that subtle serpent, that can only lead you, like Eve, into temptation and doom. Hence, it is the lungs of a tobacconist that are rotted, and the liver spotted, and the brain smoked like a burnt black pan. For I do not speak just of diseases of the body, my good people. Hark, O ye sons and daughters of Venice, and hear what maladies it doth to the soul. It causes swearing. It causes swaggering. It causes snuffling and snarling. And now and then a hurt. Be not like those in the colder climes of our fair continent. Look into any town north of the Straits of Dover where the quarrelling lesson be read. And you'll see how they do entertain the time with nothing but bottle ale and tobacco. £30 a week in ale, £40 a week in tobacco, and 10 again in ale. Hold thy hand, O child of wrath and heir to anger.
Buy any gingerbread. Gilt gingerbread. Get your gingerbread here.
Do you not hear, Sister Crash, lady of the basket?
Hold your peace, you roaring rascal. Are you in your office of preaching again?
Stand further away with your gingerbread progeny there, and hindereth not the prospect of my sermon, or I'll have to proclaim what stuff they are made of.
What stuff are they made of, Preacher Overdue? Nothing but what's wholesome, I can tell you.
Yes. Stale bread, rotten eggs, musty ginger, and dead honey.
Hey, you will not my market here.
Johnny Wares! How abomination! How enormity! How enormity!
Good people, forget such sermonizers as her. Mountebanks are the only knowing men of Europe, great general scholars, excellent physicians, and admired statesmen. Here comes Scouser of Mantua. You yourself shall judge.
My worthy patrons! It may seem strange that I, your Scouser of Mantua, should, after an absence of 8 weeks from this illustrious city of Venice, humbly retire myself into an obscure nook. An obscure nook of the piazza. But I have been driven here by impudent detractors who shame our profession. This base rabble of charlatans are turdy-facey, nasty-patey, lousy, farticle braves who are allowed to kill 20 people a week and still keep their show running.
Excellent is not his language rare.
But let 'em go, honourable citizens, for here shall be a scene of pleasure and delight. Or I have nothing to sell. Little or nothing to sell.
Isn't that strange?
Well, the reason is because I'm not able to make this precious liquor fast enough, for it's fetched away from me lodgings by worshipful merchants and senators who, ever since my arrival, have detained me for their uses. But what avails your rich man to stuff his cellars with muscatel wines or the purest grape, when physicians have told him on pain of death to drink nothing but water? Health! Health! The blessing of the rich, the riches of the poor. Who can buy thee at too dear a rate, since there is no having this world without thee?
Oh, yes.
It's true, but you all know, honourable citizens, I never valued this file at less than 8 crowns. 8 crowns! But for this once, you can have it for 6. 6 crowns is the price. I ask you not as the value of the thing, for then I should ask of you 1,000 crowns, for so cardinals, dukes, and diverse princes have given me. But, for this once, there is further joy. Wherefore, now, mark! You shall not give me 6 crowns, nor 5, nor 4, nor 3, nor 2, nor 1, nor half a ducat. 6 pence it shall cost you. 6 pence! I offer this to show that I love you and to take something away with me when I leave. Therefore, now, toss your handkerchiefs. Go on, toss your handkerchiefs, merrily, merrily, and that first heroic spirit who dares to show me his handkerchief, I will give a little remembrance. Lady, I kiss your bounty, and for this honour you have done your scouts and a mantua, I shall give you, over and above me oil, a gift.
Blood of the devil! My shame. Come here, wife. Here! No other house but outside mine to make your scene. Clear away. All of you! Clear away! You have no right to be here! Oh, my heart. Before tomorrow morning, I shall be newly christened and named Cuckold.
Oh, I am wounded.
Where, sir?
Not without. These blows were as nothing. But angry Cupid, bolting from Celia's eyes, hath shot himself into me like a flame. Except thou help me, Oscar, I cannot live. My liver melts, and I without some sweet air from her refreshing breath. I'm but a heap of cinders.
Well, thus, sir, would you never have met her?
Wouldst thou never have told me of her?
Oh, sir, I am bound by conscience no less than duty to relieve you of your torment, and I will, sir.
Dear Oscar, shall I hope?
Assure you shall not despair of aught.
There spoke my better angel. Employ all my wealth, my gold, silver plate, all that's my devotion, so as to that thou may crown my longings.
Oh, do not doubt that I shall bring success to your desires. I will set about it straight away.
But at least the disguise worked.
Sir Scouser himself would not have distinguished.
I did well, did I not?
Oh, I have no time to flatter you.
They were gulled, were they not?
Come, sir, let us part. And as I prosper, so applaud my art.
God grant it.
Death to my honour! You were the city's fool, that juggling, tooth-drawing, prating mountebank, and in the street. He, meanwhile, with his gentle gestures. He, meanwhile, with his grand gestures and false faces, gave lecture to his drug and drew your itching ears, along with a crew of old, unmarried, noted lecturers who leered like satyrs at you. All the while, you smiled graciously and fanned your favours forth to give your hot spectators satisfaction. Was the mountebank their call, their whistle? Or was it the mountebank himself? Well, you shall have him. Oh, yes. I will bring him here to my home, and he will minister to you and call me a cuckold. Not only will you be damned if you do this, you whore, but you will to imagine the murder of your father, your mother, your brother, and all your race.
Sir, have patience.
I should strike this steel into you with as many blows as thou wert gazed upon by lustful eyes.
Alas, sir, be appeased. I cannot think my being out of the house should now move your impatience more than at other times.
No, when you seek and entertain a party with a known knave in front of a multitude. Oh, yes, you were the actor with your handkerchief, which he kissed so sweetly. And in the receipt, may have returned a letter where he might appoint a place and a time where you might meet.
Dear sir, when do I make these excuses? I never stir abroad but to the market, and that's so seldom.
Well, it shall be less. The restraint you had before will seem like liberty to what I now decree. And therefore, a chastity belt I will buy. Away, do not be seen on pain of thy life. Away! Moscow, welcome. I guess your news.
I fear you cannot.
Is it not his death?
Rather the contrary.
Not his recovery?
Yes.
I am bewitched, I am cursed. My afflictions meet to vex me. How?
With Scouser's oil. Volpone and Quebec brought some to him.
That damned mountebank. But for the Lord, I could have killed him. The rascal. It cannot be that his oil has such virtue. Have I not known him as a common rogue, come fiddling at an inn with a tumbling whore, and when he has finished his fine tricks, been glad of a poor spoonful of stale wine with a few dead flies in it? It cannot be. I know his ingredients are all false. Sheep's gall, a roasted bitch's marrow, some few poor boiled earwigs, pounded caterpillars, and the spittle of a starving man. I know it to a trap.
I know not, sir. But some of it they poured into his ears, and then some into his nostrils, and that recovered him. And since then they have had, at enormous cost, the College of Physicians consulting on how they might be best to restore him. Whereas one would have a poultice of spices, another would have a flayed ape clasped in his breast, and a third an oil of wild cat skins. But at last they have all agreed that the only way that he can be restored is that some young woman be straight sought out, lusty and full of juice, to sleep with him. I want to acquaint you with this, sir, for it concerns you most. For you must know that all your rivals are all striving to be the first to present him with such a woman.
Death to my hopes, this is my villainous fortune! But would it not be better to hire a common courtesan?
I had thought of that, sir, but they are so full of scheming, and old men are so easily infatuated, they would cheat us all.
That is true.
No, it must be a woman without any tricks. Some simple thing. Some wench you may command. Do you know anyone? Have you no kinswoman? Think, sir, think. I think. One of the doctors has already offered his daughter. What? Signor Lupo, the physician.
His daughter?
And a virgin, sir.
Wherefore should I not command my blood and affections as well as this dull doctor? The point of honour is the same as wife and daughter.
I can hear him coming round.
She shall do it.
this doctor offer his daughter, what should I do, though I'm so deeply in? I'll prevent him. The wretch! The covetous wretch! Moscow, I have determined.
How, sir?
The person you are seeking shall be my own wife.
Oh, of course, good sir. Oh, I would not seem to counsel thee, but with this you have directly taken possession of his will. And in Volpone's next fit, let's take a pillow and put it over his face and throttle him.
Damn vagabond. Go. Prepare. Tell him with what zeal and willingness I offer him my life.
Sir, I warrant you, I'll so possess him with it, your rival shall be banished all, and only you shall receive.
Celia! Wife, what are you, Celia? Oh, blubbering. Dry those tears. He thinks that's what I was in earnest. I only spoke earlier so to test you. I am not jealous. No? No, it is a poor, unprofitable emotion. Come. Kiss me. Now, get thyself ready straight away. We have been invited to a solemn feast at old Volpone's, where it will appear how far from fear and jealousy I am.
The future augurs well for my master, and therefore for myself. Corvino has agreed to send his wife to succumb to Volpone's pleasures, although I'm not sure that she knows it yet. And Corbaccio has agreed to disinherit his son in favour of my master. Who is this? Why, it's Corbaccio. Oh, that is Benario, Corbaccio's son. Ah, hail, sir, you are well met.
That cannot be by thee.
Why, sir?
Oh, go thy way and leave me. I would be loath to interchange discourse with such a lowly wretch as thou.
Curtis, sir, scorn not my poverty.
Nay, not I, by heaven, but thou shalt give me leave to hate thy baseness.
Baseness?
Aye, answer me. Is not thy sloth sufficient evidence? Thy flattery is thy means of feeding.
Oh, you are unfair to me, and however righteous your sentence may be, please do not proceed to censure against me. 'Tis inhuman.
What? Does he weep?
It is true. I am forced to earn the clothes on my back by nothing out of more than dutiful service. But I would that I might redeem my present poor reputation. And if I cannot, let me here perish bereft of all hope of goodness.
I do repent me. I was too harsh. This cannot be a feigned passion. I am to blame so to mistake thy nature. Pray, forgive me, and speak out thy business.
Sir, it concerns you. And though, at first, I may have caused you offence with my manners, it is only for the pure love for which I hold the truth and the hatred of all wrong that I must reveal at this hour. Your father is in purpose to disinherit you.
What?
'Tis true. And this work in no way advantages me. It is because I have a general interest in the great causes of goodness and true virtue that I am telling you this, and for no other reason.
Nay, this tale hath lost thee much of the recent trust thou hadst with me. It is impossible to imagine the possibility that my father should be so unnatural.
That is a confidence that well becomes your loyalty to your father. But I will tell you more. If you be pleased to come with me, I will take you to the place where your ear shall be witness to the deed. Hear yourself written bastard and profess the common issue of the earth.
I am amazed.
You are so wronged, I do suffer from you, sir. My heart weeps blood in anguish.
Please, I will follow you.
I will meet you at Volpone's house within the hour. There you will hear the truth that I tell. Fly, fly.
I'm gone.
failures in sowing discord. For how should we now near respond but to take revenge upon the old man's father? Oh, why, I feel so wild I could jump out of my skin right now like a supple snake. I am so wild. Your true parasites are most precious things, but alas, the wise world is full of charlatans who think they can mould tales for men's ears, bait them with stale recipes to please the belly and the groin. But your true parasites, we are dropped from heaven above, and we rise and swoop like a swallow, and we can be here and there and here and yonder all at once, respond to any mood, any occasion, and change a mask swifter than a thought. This is the creature who has the art born within him, toils not to learn it, but to practice it out of his most excellent nature. Such sparks are your true parasites.